Sometimes the most painful part of reaching the top is realizing after all the struggle and celebration that you climbed the wrong mountain. Now let me tell you a story. There were two guys, one named Peter and the other one named Paul. Now you must have known it's a common thing in Nigeria here, mostly in the eastern part of Nigeria, where a man can go to his relative or anybody that is from their lineage or community. They go there, they serve the person, they learn the trade, and after a couple of time the person settles them by opening the same business for them in another location and giving them the connect where they can actually be purchasing the goods where they are purchasing it. So this thing happens maybe after 7 years or 14 years or 3 years, depending on their agreement. They serve the person, and during the process of serving they learn the trade, and after some time they settle them. So Peter and Paul were serving their boss, learning a particular trade. Now after a period of time, their boss settled them by opening the same business he was doing in various locations. Now they were doing this business, but they were facing challenges. They were not prosperous like their boss. After applying everything they thought they learned from their boss, it was not still working. Out of fear, Peter dabbled into one or two fetish things in order to bring market to his business, in order to make his business flow well. He dabbled into it. He sold the idea to Paul, and Paul said no. That he understands one thing about success, that success is a journey. If you fail, you learn. Aside from the knowledge he acquired from his boss, he was actually learning something new in the business. He told Peter that where I'm handling this business is quite different from the environment, the location is quite different from where our boss was doing it. So where I'm doing this business is far different from that place. So there is a mindset and a strategy that I need to apply in running this business here. Meanwhile, I've understand the principles of running this business. I know everything, the in and out of this business. It's not left for me to apply it in a way that it will favor me in this location. So I'm learning. I don't want to dabble into something that I will regret tomorrow. These were the words that Paul told Peter. But Peter was in for quick cash. The fear of losing, the fear of what will happen to him if he fails, dawned on him, and he dabbled into something different. He went and was practicing juju voodoo in order to promote his business, and eventually it worked out for him. The people that convinced him told him that, look, this thing, you don't need to sacrifice any human blood. There is no need for you sacrificing human blood. All you need to do is bring the goats and sacrifice. And after some time, you bring it and you renew the sacrifice. You renew the strength of your business. At the moment, Peter was doing far better than Paul. But Paul was growing gradually. Eventually, Paul too business actually started booming. But it was nothing compared to Peter's own. Sometimes Peter looked at him and said, this your process is too slow. Look at how I'm making money, I'm driving cars. Both of us served our bosses. And now me, I'm taking care of my mother, I'm taking care of my family. The people that pushed me to start hustling this hard, I'm not taking care of them. They are not enjoying the fruit of my labor. But your mother keeps complaining that the money you are giving her is not enough. Your wife keeps complaining, although your wife is supporting you, she's understanding. Your children are not living up to the standard that they are supposed to be living. But Paul was calm and gentle because he trusted. From Peter sacrificing a goat, it now resulted to a cow. And gradually they now said the deity that he was sacrificing to, they now asked him that we no longer need an animal, we need human blood. And he was like, at first you people didn't ask for human blood. You said I don't need to sacrifice human blood, and all I need is animal blood. Why are you people requesting for human blood? He said he can't do it. And they told that if you can't sacrifice the human blood to renew the strength and your wealth, then you will have to die. Out of fear, Peter sacrificed a human blood, although it was not his family. The next thing they requested for was his mother. And he was like, this is the same person that motivated me in hustling this hard. This is the same person that when I turned and looked at, I feel that fire, that ginger to hustle hard. Although this person did not prejudice me in coming to this place, but when I looked at her and I looked at the way she was suffering, I was gingered, I was motivated in coming to do this thing. Why are you people requesting for this same person? And they told him that it's none of their business. That is what the deity requested. And he had no other option than to sacrifice his mother. He thought it ended there. The next thing they came for his child. The next person they requested for was his wife. And he now turned around and looked at her and said, I've wiped my family all in the name of this thing. The same people I was hustling for. Now I'm sacrificing them to renew my wealth. Then what is the essence of looking for this money? Peter was now frustrated, whereas Paul was there enjoying his life with his family. His wealth keeps increasing because he was increasing in knowledge. So the knowledge he was increasing in his wealth, where he was applying it in his business, and he was increasing. Whereas Peter had more money, was more famous than Paul, but Peter was not as happy as Paul. Peter was frustrated and he said, no, in doing this, I can't sacrifice my wife. And at the end, he was left with no option than to lose his life. And then that was the time he ran to a pastor, a powerful man of God whom he heard about then. He had to confess and he gave his life to Christ, and there was battle and all of that, and that was how Peter lost everything and started from square one, begging Paul to help him. So in this story, you see that in search for quick wealth, Peter dabbled into a lot of things that he later regretted in life. That is how most of us are today. Although we are yet to regret, but that is how most of us will end up regretting later in future. Most of the people we admire today, they are not living a happy life. Most of them are regretting. Most of them are regretting that they are on this path of life. But we look at them and we envy them. If they show us what they are going through behind the scenes, you will thank God for the peace of mind that you have. You may be on the right path, going steadily and doing well for your level of knowledge. Yet in your moment of impatience, you might compare yourself with those who have already arrived, forgetting that success is a journey, not a race. In chasing quick results, you risk stray into choices that brings regrets. So walk your path with patience and be mindful of what you seek. Peter was not mindful of what he seeks. At the end, he ended up regretting. Thank you.